guys. Welcome to ChristiChristie. I know it's been a while, but we wanted to come back to this community to let you guys know that we are always thinking about you. You're always in our thoughts and our prayers, and especially during this holiday season, which is why we're coming before you today, because we know that for a lot of us, this is a very difficult time and difficult season.
Yes. And so, like Christy said, we've been thinking about you all so much, and we just wanted to, encourage you in this season, given that it can be a very difficult time, and just give you some pointers, just to kind of help you and guide you through this season so that hopefully in the new year, things will be brighter and better and we won't have, too many issues as we go through this Christmas and New Year season. And one of the first things is just really be aware and acknowledge, your triggers, those things that may cause you some sort of, additional stress in the season. And so as the singer Michelle Williams says, check in with yourself, truly ask yourself, like, okay, what are some things that really trigger me, especially if you're going to be around family, if there's a whole bunch of kids running around and you're longing for this child, or you have lost a child recently, then that may be a trigger for you to see your nieces and nephews, or cousins, whoever, and so just know how much you may be able to really be with your family, given those things.
I would also implore you to don't be afraid to set boundaries and establish boundaries prior to any gatherings with your family. And if they love you, they will respect that. I think that we need to normalize having conversations about mental health and spiritual health and emotional health. And so, if you're feeling a certain way, let someone in your family know, like, hey, I'm going to come to this event, but this is where I am right now. This is the space that I'm in, and this is what I'm willing to be open to, and this is what I'm not open to. And in having those conversations, it lets our loved ones know how best to love us and be there for us, and protects you so that you're not exposed to, triggers and things that will send you down in a spiral that you can't seem to get out of. So it's very important that you, check in with yourself, and also be able to establish and set boundaries, with yourself and with other people that you're going to be interacting with.
Right. And that's something that I truly had to learn, just going through child loss, that not everybody knows how to be sensitive and not that they're trying to be insensitive, but, sometimes people just say things and they think that it's helpful, but it's not truly all that helpful. And so sometimes you just really have to express yourself and say, hey, this is not something that is helpful to me. It actually is harmful, or whatever it may be to you. It may trigger you in some form or fashion. And so those are some conversations that you have to be willing to have, especially if you are going to be around, a lot of family and friends, because people will say things often that may not be very helpful to your mental, health.
Exactly. Like if you've lost a child, they're going to ask, are you going to try again? Or when are you going to try again? Or if you're unable to have children, like my story, they always ask, when are y'all going to have kids? As if they're assuming that the reason why you haven't been pregnant, in this many years is because it was by choice, and I think that's it's a thing that often women, and married couples have to deal with. But if you know how to have that conversation, then you will be better off in the end.
Yes. And then just be bold, be bold about it. Don't think that you're going to hurt somebody's feelings or make things awkward, because either way it's going to be awkward for you. And so you don't want it to be damaging to your mental health and your process. And so it's better to just go ahead and have that conversation if, that conversation is necessary. Mm-hmm. And then also, sometimes you may just need a break. You've been doing family stuff and sometimes you just need to just take a breather and have some alone time. Don't necessarily isolate yourself, but take a little bit, a few moments to yourself if you really need to.
And don't be afraid to leave. I mean, simply put, like if the environment that you're in no longer serves you and is not, helping you mentally or emotionally in a positive manner, and then don't be afraid to say, hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out. But like you said, don't isolate yourself. Don't choose not to go and be around loved ones and be around people who care about you because you're so fearful of what might be said or, what you might experience. And which is why we go back to the first one, having those conversations ahead of time will let you know what to expect and let them know what to expect. And so you don't have that fear. And so you can go with your family and be welcomed and be around people you love and can nourish you and pour into you and give you what you need to get through this season, because we all need people. We all need that love and we all need that support. So it's important that you have that in your life.
Absolutely. And just going back to the conversations, just make sure that you also are on the same page. Let your partner know, or, your family, whoever you may be attending with that may need to leave with you if you need to leave, or, whatever it is, for them to kind of help and look out for some of those things that may trigger you, if they need to step in on your behalf, or if y'all do need to leave, so that they know, like, okay, I don't need to make a huge scene about this. I know what's going on. So yes, let's just go. And so y'all can have that open line of communication as well.
Exactly. You guys can have like a keyword phrase or a certain look. Other, and
yes.
Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yes, because you're not gonna steal my peace this holiday season.
Exactly. No, yes. And so, we wish you all the absolute best in this season. We pray that it is a blessed season, that you receive the love and support that you need. Even if you are still grieving, the loss of a child or the child that you have yet to hold. And if you have any prayer requests, of course, send them to us, because we are always praying for you. But if there's anything in particular that you want us to pray about or to even talk about on this channel, absolutely leave it in the comments or send us a private message, whatever you want to do.
Yes. But I want to give a shout out to all of the people who have reached out to us, giving their testimony and letting us know how these videos have helped them. It is encouraging to us, I, for one, because I know in the beginning, we talked about trying to find a reason in what we went through, why we went through what we went through and everything, and how we took our pain and turned it into something to encourage women in a community of, support and love and hope. And so it just lets me feel a little bit better about my show and about my journey, that it was not all for nothing, and that I'm able to pour into you guys. And so we thank you for your uplifting and encouraging messages. And Christy read my mind. If we can pray for you in any way, because we love prayer, please let us know. And if there's a topic that we didn't discuss that you would like to know more of, we're pretty much an open book, as long as our husbands say it's okay to talk about certain things. So, let us know. We would love to talk about it. We would love to bring it to light so that, no one's left in the dark and no one feels alone, because as we always say, we are in this together. So you're not alone.
Okay. Yes, you are not alone. And so I guess that's it. And we'll see you all next time in the new year.
Bye.